So we're going to tie up a very generic fly. I mean, different people put a name on it and stuff like that. We generically call a fly like this just a redfish slider. It basically consists of a tail. You can use various materials for the tail. For this one, we're going to use a Zonker strip. Just tied it on the back there for the tail. But yeah, redfish slider, very efficient. So you can incorporate different colors. You can incorporate even different materials if you want to change it up a little bit, and different weights as well. So if you're wanting to fish different weights. Throw in some rubber legs here. Nice. And then tarantula brushes, they come in all sorts of shapes, different lengths, and all that kind of stuff. This is just a generic, basic tarantula brush. Love them. They got little rubbery legs kind of built into them, easy to tie into any number of flies that you're using. And again, you can use bead chain eyes, you can use eyes like on this, you can use classic lead eyes, colored eyes. Again, you can use your imagination, but this is how we're generally tying this fly up. Then just wrap the tarantula brush on. It helps if you pull back, like John's doing here. If you pull back the material as you're wrapping, that's going to help give a good body effect to this fly.
I like to use my crappy scissors to trim out the brush, so that way I'm not using my nice scissors to cut the metal on the brush there.
Yeah, the metal on the brushes will mess up your nice scissors, so I personally use a little pair of nippers that are kind of made for that, to cut that wire, but I have ruined good scissors cutting the little wires on the tarantula brushes, or brushes in general.
I like to use a double weed guard, so I'll just bend it in half, tie it in, and then if you are in a fishing situation where you feel like you don't need a weed guard, you can cut it off while you're on the boat, but I always like to tie in a weed guard to start at least.
Yeah, for any fly that I'm tying that I know is going in the grass, especially my redfish sliders, a double weed guard is going to be my go-to. If I'm doing, for sure, like a flood tide fly, which a fly like this, I don't know that I necessarily use this color. You can for flood tides, but a fly like this can definitely be used on a flood tide. I'd probably tie it black and purple or olive or tan or something if I'm going to flood tides.
And that's the great thing about this fly is we tie these in a lot of different colors, sizes, weights, and you can kind of make it, appropriate for whatever season or situation you're fishing. It's a great simple fly that you can change up different characteristics and fish in a wide variety of different situations. But that's just a simple redfish slider, tarantula brush, rabbit tail, some rubber legs with a weed guard there.
How long do you like making your weed guards?
So for the weed guard, I'll usually fold it over and then trim it out just above the point.
That's pretty much what I do.
So that way when it folds down, it's below the hook point there.
Perfect. Beautiful, man.
That's it. Nice and easy.